Hey, everybody, and welcome to chapter 4 of the Get Up devotionals, our Devo videos. Chapter 4 is titled Get Up and Show Up. And this was a really interesting chapter to write because I felt like there were several locations mentioned in the scripture, cities, and I wanted to honor those and learn more about them. And so, in the opening chapter, where I share a little bit about myself. I talk about the places that I've lived and sort of a little bit between country and city or rural and city. And so that's a little interesting. But then today we'll start with day 22, and it is titled Joppa, the big city. It's really short. Joppa was a seaport town. I imagine that some of the widows in the story lost their fishermen husbands to the seas. Towns like this tend to be a diverse hodgepodge of people with various cultures, beliefs, and customs. Think back to the city you're from. In what ways has it shaped you? What ways has the city shaped you? So, what's interesting for me right now is I'm in the middle of moving back home, back to St. Louis, which is where I was raised. I was actually born in a small town called Centerville, Illinois, and but I was raised mostly in St. Louis, and so both of those places have shaped me. I have a sort of a rural spirit as well as a big city spirit, and so both of those, from gardening to just having the concrete jungle, if you will. And so I wonder, for us to begin to think back to the land, right? Think back to the cities, the places that shape and form who we are. And that can maybe begin giving us some insight into who are some of the people we can reach. Folks who may have had similar experiences, perhaps living in similar types of places. And so, in our story, we talk about Joppa, where all of this takes place. The seaport, a busy place, diverse, and so it really sounds to me like an urban center, but being a seaport, having people coming and going from all walks of life and being quite diverse. And so, maybe you grew up in a place like that, or maybe you grew up in a place completely antithetical to that. All of those things shape us, right? And so maybe begin thinking about, if you haven't already, how does where you come from shape you? I look forward to seeing you in the next few days. We'll keep talking about this.